Hello and welcome to today's webcast. My name is Jasmine Peart and I'm the marketing lead here at AlfaPeople, and I'll be your moderator today. For those of you who are new to GoToWebinar, we just have a few guidelines for your use. Audio is enabled only for the presenters. Upon joining the webcast, you'll be on mute. If your audio isn't working for some reason, please attempt to go out and log back into the meeting. You can also find the audio information in your audio panel. And lastly, you can look at your Outlook appointment or the confirmation email for that information as well. We'd love for you to get the most out of your time with us on the webinar today. So if you have any questions or comments during the webcast, please enter them in your Q&A box. Our presenters are online and will make every effort to pause throughout the program, and we will leave time for Q&A at the end of the session. Finally, this presentation is being recorded today. If you need to hop off early or if you have any colleagues who could not attend, we'll be sending out a link to the recording that you can share after. On the agenda today, we'll be discussing the digital economy and Microsoft Dynamics 365. We'll look at the importance of loyalty programs and how it could be relevant to you and your company. We'll also take a look at a case study and dive into a live demo. And lastly, we'll wrap up with a Q&A session at the end, as well as some key takeaways. Now let's meet our presenter. Kanika Bailey is on the call today and is a senior functional consultant here at AlfaPeople. Kanika has several years of experience with Microsoft Dynamics, and she will be kicking us off with a brief introduction to AlfaPeople. Kanika?
Thank you, Jasmine. Just a little bit about AlfaPeople. We are a global ERP and CRM provider. We are operating in 16 countries. We have over 500 employees, and we remain in the inner circle for Microsoft Dynamics, which means that we are a preferred partner with Microsoft. We operate in 6 languages, and as you can see at the bottom, we have 7 specialties. So retail, distribution, financial services, professional services, call center, shared services center, and real estate. A little bit more information about AlfaPeople and our expertise, our experience. We provide migrations and managed services, and we have purpose-built solutions. So we take heed to listen to our clients and provide them with a best-in-class solution to their all of their technology needs. A little bit of information about the digital economy here. Where do you stand? Are you enabling digital transformation in your workplace? Digital transformation allows you to empower your employees, engage your customers, optimize your operations, and transform your products. The current state of the market, and we've got some stats here. The most important one I think here is by 2020, customer experience will overtake price and product as a key brand differentiator. And that falls in line with what we're going to talk about today in terms of your loyalty program and why you need one and how you can do this within Dynamics. Some information for those of you that are new to Dynamics 365. Dynamics 365 offers a full suite of products to cover all of your business needs, from sales, customer service and operations, to marketing, field service, and project service automation. It also includes the very popular Office 365, which includes your Microsoft Word and Excel and other Office products that we're all familiar with, the Azure Internet of Things, Power BI, and Cortana Intelligence. Excuse me. Please contact us if you have any questions about any of these products, and we can start helping you define your business needs and getting you up to speed on the Microsoft suite of products. So to get down to the information that we're going to talk about today, why add a loyalty program? We're going to discuss everything about loyalty today and just talk about some best practices. We'll also look at a case study, as Jasmine pointed out, so that you can see some possibilities on how you might implement a loyalty program or make some changes to your current loyalty program if you're running one. And excuse me, I'm going to go back a slide here. So we've got 6 reasons why you might want to implement a loyalty program at your organization. The first one, rewards. 68% of consumers say that coupons generate loyalty. So when you can offer your customers a coupon or some sort of discount on a purchase that they were on the fence about making or thinking about making, this will normally push them over and have them go ahead and make that purchase. Also, if they know that if they're looking at your product versus a competitor's product that is similar in price and things like that, a coupon will steer them your direction as opposed to your competitors. That brings us into option 2 here, customer retention. Loyalty programs prove to increase customer lifetime value by up to 30%. So if you have a loyal customer, over the lifetime, they're going to spend more with you and they're going to be loyal to your product and your brand. Number 3, spending. Loyalty program participants tend to spend more. Again, if they know that they're going to get some perks from buying from your location as opposed to a competitor's, your loyal customers will come to you time and time again. Number 4, customer insights. Loyalty programs help organizations gain valuable customer insights. So customers are willingly giving you their contact information, whether it's an email address so that they can receive coupons via email or their phone number so that they can get texts from you with information, or if they've got a little key tag where they're scanning it every time they come into the store and make a purchase. They're giving you that information willingly, and your loyalty program is benefiting them in that they're able to see what they've purchased before and reorder, but you're also gaining valuable customer insights. That customer data, that history, that preference information, that is all being tracked, and this is information that you can use to predict what a customer may like to buy or may want to buy in the future. Again, that takes us to number 5, behaviors. You can offer incentives for customers to take action, such as if you want your customers to move into online statements or online billing as opposed to having to generate a statement every month. This is something that you can do with the loyalty program. You know, you give them a few points for signing up for online bill pay. Also, the social aspect. If a customer writes a review, you give them points for that. If they share a photo of the product on their social media accounts, they may get points or incentives for that. So you can drive customer behavior with your loyalty program. And 6, simply to stay ahead. You know, everyone else has a loyalty program. They said that the average consumer has 11 to 15 loyalty cards. So all the other retailers out there are enacting and enabling loyalty programs. So in order to stay relevant, your company, if you don't have one already, you're going to have to get on board and do it. Loyalty programs are soaring, and customers actually like loyalty programs. They like being rewarded for shopping and doing the things that they would do anyway. So we've got a few stats here that we thought would be interesting and compelling for those of you that may not have a loyalty program in place or may be struggling with deciding if you want to do a loyalty program and how much you want to spend in that thing and things like that. So 74.17% of women said they would refer a friend to a loyalty program that they participate in, compared to 67% of men. So as you can see here, word of mouth is key. And if you cater to women, or your customers are mostly women, chances are if you have a strong loyalty program, they're going to refer their friends. And then those friends will refer other friends. So you're staying ahead of the trend with your customers there. Another stat, 76% of women are likely to shop with the brand that has a loyalty program. Again, if you're rewarding them for what they're shopping for, they're going to be more loyal and they're going to keep coming back. 67% of women are slightly stronger than men at 64% in their belief that rewards are worth paying for. So if you, again, are rewarding customers, if they have to pay a little bit more for a product that's part of a loyalty program, they're willing to do that. 68% of women said that getting rewards from a brand makes them stay longer and not switch to other brands, versus 53% of men. So getting rewards keeps the customers coming back. Again, we can't drive that home enough. Rewards are key. If you are offering value to your customers, they will continue to come back to you. 72% of women said rewards make them spend more, versus only 56% of men. If they are being rewarded handsomely, 72% of women are going to continue to spend more with that brand. Here's a popular topic here, millennials versus boomers. And we've got some interesting stats on those as well. Millennials are 2.2 times more willing than boomers to pay a premium for products and services if they can also earn loyalty and reward points. So premium products appeal to millennials, and if you've got a compelling reward program, all the better for bringing in that millennial customer if that's your target. 59% of millennials value loyalty programs that offer special services like concierge service. So this is for your high-end products and services. If you have a loyalty program that offers special services or special perks, then that will bring your millennial customers in greater numbers. 40% of millennials want to track, redeem rewards on an app. So this is another key component of the loyalty program, is that you also should have a mobile app or a mobile aspect to your loyalty program, so that your customers can see or use their loyalty rewards on their mobile device. Millennials are more incentivized to join a loyalty program based on how quickly rewards accrue and the variety of rewards. So if you've got a loyalty program where they can quickly accrue points or dollars or what have you, that is going to appeal to millennials as well. The next slide here talks about how you create a win-win loyalty program. One, you want to target customers that are influencers. So your customers that have a strong social media presence, customers that will share their experiences with their friends and people that trust their opinion. These are the customers that are more likely to share their experience on social media. Also, customers that will write comprehensive reviews for you. If you have a product that is, most products these days nowadays, review driven, you want to target customers that will write those stellar reviews for you, those detailed reviews that compel other people to go with your product. On the organization side, you really need to be cognizant of your return on investment. So with any loyalty program, there's going to be costs that are involved, and you need to make sure that you're developing the right quantitative standards so that you are getting the return on investment that you're expecting. As you bring these things together, here are the three things that you can expect, the three effects that you can expect from a good loyalty program. The lift effect, where you are lifting the amount of people that are using your products and services based on your loyalty program. The retention effect, where you're retaining customers, current customers, and keeping them coming back for more, keeping them coming in. And the acquisition effect, acquiring new customers that are loyal to your brand and your products and services. So these three things allow you to bring your customers and the organization's goals together into one cohesive circle here. So now we're going to talk about our case study here. And we are targeting Beverage King. And if you watched our last webinar or attended our last webinar, we were talking about integration between Dynamics 365 FO, which is, or AX, financial and operations, and Dynamics 365 for sales and marketing, which is formerly known as CRM. So if you hear those terms, I'll kind of use those interchangeably. That's what I'm talking about. So in that last webinar, we talked about Benny the Beverage King, and Benny has several stores throughout his state, and he wanted to implement a loyalty program so that he can track what his customers' buying preferences are. Are they more wine-based? Do they like red wine versus white wine? He wanted to be able to track this and be able to reward his loyal customers with discounts and other perks for coming in. So to that end, in this webinar, we're going to take that story a little bit further and talk about the loyalty program. So the loyalty program is going to be a 3-tier point program. So there are 3 levels in this loyalty program. There's the newbie, the enthusiast, and the connoisseur. With that, these levels are based on yearly spend. So if you are spending nothing if you're a new loyalty member and you're spending nothing to $4.99 in a year, you're on the newbie level. If you are spending 500 to just under 1,000, you're an enthusiast, and then connoisseurs are spending $1,000 and up. So the connoisseurs are going to get the best perks, but each level provides its own perks and its own benefits. So some of the perks offered by the loyalty program are volume discounts. So if you're purchasing a case of wine or other spirits or beer, you'll get discounts on those. Free or reduced price access to in-store tastings. So Beverage King does a lot of in-store tastings that are sponsored by the wineries and the beverage makers. So they do a lot of tastings, and they want to incentivize their loyal customers by offering them reduced price access to these tastings, or on the connoisseur level, they'll get free access to these tastings. And then also discounts on accessories. So Benny's store also sells stemware and bar tools and things of that nature. So loyal customers can get good discounts on the other things that go along with their wine or liquor purchases, such as stemware, bar tools, things of that nature. So on the other side, again, from last time's webinar, we had Mia, the lifestyle blogger. She is part of the Spirit Savers loyalty program. She does a lifestyle blog where she tries out new liquors and she reviews them for her customers. She also does a lot of party planning and organizing. So she's always on the lookout for cocktail recipes that she can try and share with her followers. For this example, she has a new cocktail recipe using vodka she wants to blog about. So she heads to Beverage King and buys a bottle of Grey Goose Cherry Noir. And we want to show how this order will flow through Dynamics 365 FO to sales and marketing. Well, it will show up on the contact record. And just some other aspects of the loyalty program that are in the system that we can see. Okay, so now we're going to switch over to our live demo. All right, so this is Dynamics 365 for sales and marketing. And one thing that I do want to point out here is that this interface has been configured to show this loyalty program information, but there are a few other things in here that may be of interest that we can also show. One thing that we want to talk about is the what's new area. So a big part of the loyalty program is also having a social aspect to it. So we've got this what's new area within sales and marketing, and we can show real time as things are happening. So we mentioned Mia going into the store and making a purchase. We can actually show that in Dynamics 365, and we can see a posting on the wall of where that's happened. So as things are happening, you can opt to have those show up in here under the what's new area. For now, I'm going to go to context. And because Beverage King is a B2C retailer and selling directly to consumers, their customers are going to be in the system as contacts. If they were also selling to accounts, or if they dealt it was a B2B operation, their customers would be listed as accounts. But since we're going directly to the customer, all of our customers here are under under contacts, excuse me. So we've got a view of my active accounts here, and you can see that we've got a list of contacts. We've got their loyalty number in this view. We've also got their preferred store, so you can see which store they prefer to go to based upon this view here. We also have their email address and their birth date to make sure that they are over 21 and actually of a legal age to consume alcohol and be marketed to. So right away we can make sure that that's indeed the case. So we do capture that information when we are having them sign up for the loyalty program or if they're visiting the site. We've also got their current year loyalty level. So as I mentioned before, we've got the 3 levels, and we've had the connoisseur, the newbie, and the enthusiast. And we've got their loyalty point balance here. So right away, we're able to see all that information in one place. We were working with Mia, so we're going to go into Mia's account. And this is Mia's record, so we can see her email address again, her phone number. We've got wall posts here, so if there is some social media sentiment or something like that, we can have that information show up here so we can see that. Scrolling down on the left-hand side, we've got the loyalty information. Now, as we've set up the integration so that when a purchase is made in the store, that information will go into Dynamics as an order, and then that order gets pushed over to sales and marketing. So we're seeing this information in here, and we don't really need to interact with that information other than to query it and see it. So none of the order information would be changed from this side of the software, but we do have it available so that we can we can go in here and do queries and send out emails based on that, or run reports, look at graphs and charts and things of that nature. Okay, so we see that Mia has a loyalty point balance of 11, and we've got her recent orders in here, so last order amount, and her recent preferred store, and then we've got her recent orders in here. So at a glance, we can go in here and see exactly what she's purchased by looking at the recent orders. Since we can also process orders that are shown online, we do have a status on here. So in the case that she may have ordered something online and it's being processed and it has not been shipped out yet, you would be able to see that information from here as well. So if this would say online purchase, and if it was in progress, it would say that here. And then we've got the total amount of the purchase in here as well. As I'd stated, we talked about this in the last webinar, but as I'd stated, as the orders come in, the last purchase amount will be updated and the loyalty point balance will be updated. So again, we can use this information to create emails that will let Mia know that maybe she's only $10 away from that next level, that connoisseur level. We can email market to her and say, hey, you've only got a few dollars left. Go ahead and make a purchase and get to that next level. Here's what you get when you get to that next level. So we can do all of that based on the information that we have here in the system. Again, her birthday information is shown here. If there were personal notes, we can add those here as well. Any marketing campaigns that Mia belongs to will show up here, so we can see that last campaign date. And then her contact preferences. So if Mia does not want to get bulk emails from us, if she decides to opt out, we'll be able to see that here. If she doesn't want to get phone calls, that we can set that here as well. So we see that she's allowing everything at this point, but we have an opportunity to update her preferences. So if she updates something on the website saying that she no longer wants to receive phone calls, that will be updated in the system, and we'll know not to call her or text her with any promotions. All right, now we're going to switch back over to our PowerPoint. And just to give you a little bit of detail about how an integration like this would work, we've got this PowerPoint here, so I'll step you through how this would work. Again, we've got a point of sale transaction that happens, and that happens in the retail store, in the case of Mia, or potentially online. So that transaction is starting, and this is getting pushed into finance and operations. the transaction gets completed. That data is going to be transferred to Dynamics 365 for sales. And if there's loyalty information to be captured, we will get that. So obviously customers don't have to opt into the loyalty. So at that point, this flow would stop because if the customer is opting to not be a part of the loyalty program. This next piece is querying Dynamics 365 sales for the contact. If they are not found, we may, or someone signing up new for the loyalty program, we may capture their information so that a loyalty account can be created for them. If the customer is found, we're querying for the products. If the products are not found, if it's something very, very new, it may need to be pulled in from finance and operations. We're going to pull in the transaction data, and we're going to create the order, link the contact, and pull in the loyalty points. So that full record is going to be pulled together, and that is what you see on the sales side within CRM. All right, and some key takeaways from the information that we've shown you thus far. This is a single direction integration. So as I stated previously, all this information is coming from AX and being pushed into sales and marketing. No information from sales and marketing is going the other way into AX. It's all coming one way. Integration between the two products is really the key to seeing that full customer picture and being able to take advantage of customer buying habits and predicting what they will do in the future. Once you implement a system like this with this integration, you also want to integrate Power BI. That's going to be your next step in doing really deep dives on customer spending habits and being able to analyze that and have it show up in a compelling graphic. And then lastly, with any loyalty program, be very clear on how you will measure its effectiveness. So you need to be clear from the start how you're going to make sure that the loyalty program is meeting your expectations and doing what it needs to do in terms of giving you your ROI. With that, we're going to go ahead and open up the floor for Q&A. So if you have any questions, you can place those in the chat box and we'll get to those and respond to those.
Thank you, Kanika, for the information. I have a couple questions here that I'll just ask you in the order that I see them here. How can a company differentiate their loyalty program from their competitors?
So with loyalty programs, there are a lot of different things that you can do. One of the main things I think that you want to do is if your competitors are offering a loyalty program, be creative. Can you partner with another company to offer more VIP services for your clients? As we saw in the stats, millennials like to have that VIP concierge type experience. Is there a company that you can partner with to offer that to your most loyal customers? Are there other things that you can do with your rewards? If your competitors offering a certain amount of dollar rewards, can you lower that and offer more perks for less points? So that's really the thing, is to be creative and sort of look and see what's being done out there and see what you can do to do something differently and create a better experience for your customers.
And another question we have here, does the case study example integrate the loyalty program with social media?
Yes, it does. So the plan here, future forward, is to have customers such as Mia, who has a large social media following, um, have them come into tastings, and they may be influencer only tastings or something like that, exclusive events for those people so that they can go out and they can post and they can let their followers know new things that are coming out. We also have a plan in place to have the most loyal customers come in and test out new products. So if there's something that's new that we're thinking about doing here, we want to have those most loyal customers come in and give their opinion. People always like to give their opinion, and they feel like they're, being rewarded for being good customers that way.
And one more we have here, Kanika. Can Dynamics manage any social media aspects?
Yes, so there is a social engagement tool that is offered with Dynamics 365 as an add-on, and you can use that tool to gauge sentiment of your brand or your product or any topic that you would enter. And using that information, you can quickly, you can either have it create marketing opportunities, or if there's something where there's a bit of negative sentiment or something like that, you can quickly go in and engage your customer service staff to handle that and make sure that you're not leaving a bad impression on anyone. So definitely look into the social engagement tool if you are going to be using Dynamics 365.
Okay. And that's all the questions that I see here. So we'll go ahead and wrap up. If you did not have time to ask a question, you can certainly email us directly using the email provided, and we'll certainly answer your questions in a timely manner. And we're certainly eager to help you and assist you with your needs. Just a quick just some quick information here. We do have a couple limited time offers available to you today, including free upgrade assessments, transition assessments, and we also are offering a free 1 month support for your dynamic software. So if you're interested in any of these offers or curious on what they entail, please feel free to reach out to us directly. You can visit us at alfapeople.com/us and write us through our contact form, or you can contact the number on your screen and speak to us directly, and we'll certainly be glad to assist you with that. And we do have another webinar coming up on the 15th of February at 2 p.m. Eastern. This topic will be creating customer-centric marketing programs, and Kanika will be back to share some additional valuable information with us regarding that. So on behalf of the team here at AlfaPeople, we all thank you for joining and have a great day.